Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 702. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around, hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. My current goal is 500 subscribers, so I can have access to offering channel memberships. So if you do decide to subscribe and support my channel, thank you very much. And the last thing I want to say is, if you are interested in a little bit of a free mystery reading or some free mystery messages, check the description box down below and make sure you read the full thing, so that way you know fully what you're getting yourself into. So starting with interpreting the number 702, the number 7 is about wisdom, awareness. Maybe there could be things coming up from your subconscious, things that you are learning about or becoming aware of about yourself for the first time. I feel like it's, something more on the inside, becoming more aware of your own thoughts and feelings and what really drives you. I want to say what motivates you, your passion, your fire. Feels like it might be significant here. The way you express yourself is important. It feels like a message as well. I just burped, which, if you've been around, you know that is a sign for me that there is something here that needs to be released or let go. Maybe it's like some form of ignorance or lack of awareness, or it could simply just be not allowing yourself to shun yourself, to reject yourself, to ignore and neglect yourself. There's really something here, it feels like, no matter who's watching this, that the universe and your spirit guides want to learn. They want you to find joy and peace and harmony and abundance in life, but part of that is first accepting that it's not here yet. The 0 can represent cycles, maybe something beginning or something coming to an end, or it could be the full picture of something coming full circle. Maybe there's something here you need to embrace and or find closure with. Someone here could be gaining a deeper understanding or more awareness about change. A big thing that I learned on my own spiritual journey is that it's so important that we accept that the only constant in life is change. Nothing is forever. And an interesting perspective is coming through of this, where like all good things have to come to an end, but at least we don't have to suffer forever either. Maybe there's something significant here about how you react to an ending or something coming to an end. I guess that makes sense with something needing to be released. Maybe there's more of a focus here on an ending, and I'm being reminded of the 10 of Swords that I had in a reading recently that can signify a painful ending. 10 is also a sign that your spirit guides are near and present and ready to communicate and support you whenever you are. I think in general, the spirit realm really wants to connect more with humanity, to offer more light, that we need. But what's interesting is that really starts with understanding, embracing, and accepting the light that exists within ourselves, our desire to have hope, to believe. I think that's what keeps us curious, being hopeful. Maybe someone here needs to hear that it's not fair to take away that side of yourself. So maybe you could be grieving through something, and it's important to remind yourself, especially when you're struggling the most, that whatever you're going through is only temporary. That's like the brighter side of the fact that the only constant in life is changes. Like, suffering doesn't last forever. Yes, that means not all good things can last forever either, but you can't win at everything. I don't know. But the number 2 is about balance. Oh, maybe there's a significant choice here for someone. I don't usually get choice with number 2, but I do know there could be a significant choice or commitment. Maybe you need to reevaluate your commitments. And I just got a vision of the King of Pentacles that I saw earlier that I looked at the bottom of the deck before I started recording, and then I burped at the same time while thinking of that. So I feel like the shadow side of the King of Pentacles is what needs to be, I want to say, transmuted, but also released, because it does give a sense of liberation, some sort of change here. Inside or out or both is going to give you some sort of liberation that you deserve. And it might take some learning at first, but that's why it's so important to trust yourself, to believe in yourself, and to trust the universe and believe in that too. To believe in the possibilities that are possible for you. The number 2 is also confirmation about something here needing to be let go or released. Maybe you've learned something and you have become aware of something, and now it's easier to let go of something because of what you're learning. Yeah, I think the universe wants us to know that, like, as human beings, like, we don't have to stay in the dark forever in terms of understanding more about why we exist, why this universe exists, why we're here. Another thing that I learned on my own journey is that the answers that we're looking for are really not too far from ourselves. Actually, not far at all. It comes from within. I almost want to say it is who we are. I don't even know if that makes sense. But I'm going to add up these numbers now to get some more messages. 7 plus 0 is still 7, plus 2 is 9. 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works, which for me is a reminder that, you know, from the universe, that what you went through did not happen for nothing. And I'm being reminded that I recently talked about this with somebody, so it feels like confirmation for me. It's okay to trust that everything happened for a reason without knowing why yet. You can know why, which I think, you know, really, you know, puts more focus here on the idea of wisdom and learning and spiritual awakenings. The only way you can find out what that reason is if you allow yourself to learn, to grow, and to heal, to be honest with yourself, but also balance out that honesty with kindness. I really think that's how we tap into our full potential, and what truly drives us is when we're honest with ourselves in the way we deserve, but also, you know, be kind to ourselves as well, and not make things so harder than they already are. Maybe someone needs to hear that life is already hard enough, so don't make it harder for yourself. Don't be your own worst enemy. There's nothing to brag about or that you should be proud about that. I'm being reminded of this card that I made. It comes through sometimes. I really love it, but it says, never glorify self-destruction when there is self-love. And I feel like that's all I want to say about it. I feel like there's a lot of learning here about love in general, commitment. And depending how spiritual you get with this, you could be learning some very spiritual things related to commitment. So I'm going to move on now to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Secrets of Tarot cards to look at your current situation and what guidance there is for you. I'm kind of feeling like wanting to pull a different card. I mean, to go along with this card. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till the next reading. Let's just pull out this card and see what happens. I think I'm also going to, if I remember, do look at, you know, how the numbers also relate to whatever card comes out here. Oh my gosh, I knew that I was going to get a card that had a number from the number 702. It's the Seven of Swords in reverse. It says, turn a new leaf and desire for change. Upright, it says, turning a blind eye, trickery, dishonesty. There's also a little warning symbol there. It also says, well, the author wrote plans, hopes, wish card, highest minor arcana. That's interesting because usually the wish card is associated with the Nine of Cups. So I want to start with the number 7 because it's just confirming here that someone here is learning something, they're growing, you're curious about something. And I think if you follow that curiosity, you're going in the right direction. If you follow the magic. But also, not everything that glitters is gold. Use your judgment. Maybe there could be a situation here that is deceiving, and turning a new leaf is like confirming that something really needs to change here. There needs to be more honesty with yourself, or brought into a situation, because there is a desire for change here. And it's interesting because in the beginning we did talk about how change is the only constant. I think deep down we desire change, but when we get too stuck in our heads, we become afraid of our own, curiosity about the unknown and going outside of our comfort zones. This card is in reverse, so you could have already turned a new leaf, embraced change, and this is confirmation for you. Or you're headed in that direction, or you need to be headed in that direction. It feels like it's a pretty simple message that there really needs to be more communication. You need to be more honest about what you feel, what you think, so you can lead a life that you're truly passionate about. How you express yourself really, really is important. So maybe it's important for you to focus on working on your communication skills and, what makes it hard to communicate, what you can do to not make it hard. If you're trying to communicate with someone and they make you feel anxious, really give yourself a chance to decide if that says more about you than the other person. But of course, use your judgment. You should know yourself. If you don't, that's what this reading is here for, to encourage you to do exactly that. And I'm hearing Know Thyself from a tarot reader that I watch sometimes. Her channel is 13 Moon Tarot. The number 13 for me is a sign of good luck, good fortune, a reminder that you are in control. You have the power to change. Wow, you have the power to be willing to embrace that change, to be open to that change. Is there anything else here that wants to come through? I am being reminded about drawing another different type of card. Maybe I will, but I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want this to be too long. You know, with getting a job now, can't be making the videos too long all the time. I have a card that says, what's important is that you will achieve your goals, not when. It also has the number 29 on it. 2 plus 9 is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. The number 702. And for some reason I keep being reminded of the reading 704. So maybe that one could be significant for you in the future. But yeah, there used to be more balance, more closure, more focus on priorities. Especially with this card and what it says, are you more focused on when things will happen, when the changes will happen, or if they will? Let me think for a second. Perhaps you need to focus more on having more faith, more belief, either within for yourself or for the universe, and that what you want is, believing that what you want is possible for you, believing that it is possible for you to be yourself. You might have to be a little more strategic, but again, you're being reminded that you are in control. You are not powerless. And I'm thinking of it's that song, I think it's a Katy Perry song. Something about like a plastic bag blowing in the wind. You're not a plastic bag blowing in the wind. I don't know, it's like, to me, I feel like life has a lot of meaning, but no meaning all at once. You know, sometimes I wonder, do we exist just to enjoy it? You know, what if there is no big reason why? What if the point is focusing on why, and it's constantly exploring, asking questions, learning, growing, maybe enjoying? Could be helpful for someone here to focus more on the present. And that doesn't mean force yourself to feel a certain way or anything like that. It's just important that you take care of yourself in the way that you deserve. And what you deserve is more honesty. And like I was talking about before, balance that honesty out with kindness. Remember that you are human, that other people are human, and that there's a lot of things in this world that we don't know already. You know, so maybe you need to be more kinder to the side of yourself that can be a little ignorant or naive at times. And it might help you learn more about how you treat others based on that or somewhere around that. Only take it if it resonates, but the guidance here is to embrace honesty, to either change the way that you speak to yourself, change the way that you speak to other people, or change the way that you will accept being spoken to. Or even treated. You deserve to be treated with honest intentions. You deserve to be treated with honesty.